Full send, baby. Full send. Oh boy. It's always something, guys. It's always something. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where since this whole situation started, we've been doing a lot of rebuilding around here, and we're not stopping today. Today, it is high time we get started on, well, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. We're going to get started on the 97 528i, and I'm hoping, I haven't watched any videos, I didn't cheat. All right, I could have cheated and watched videos so that I could know exactly how to do this, but I don't know. You guys comment below if you agree or disagree with me. I think it is more fun to just get in here and do it. Figure it out as you go. I really enjoy the process of learning and figuring it out. I've never worked on one of these, and we're not doing anything huge or major, no major rebuilding today, but we are rebuilding a good portion of the cooling system. So we're going to replace the thermostat. We're going to replace the thermostat housing gasket. We're going to replace the radiator. Obviously, you can see where it's been leaking absolutely everywhere. We're going to replace the fan clutch. We're going to replace the water pump. Then we're going to fill it with genuine BMW coolant, and we're going to use the airlift system in my compressor to do that. So I understand we're not doing any real rebuilding today, but we are rebuilding the cooling system, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll find out quickly if it's got a cracked head. And I'll be honest with you, I don't see how any head on any of the best engineered cars in the world could have survived the way I cooked this engine. I mean, we stick a fork in it, man. This thing should be done. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out together today. So I guess where do we start on this? I mean, I guess we're going to start with the radiator. Obviously, we want to get the radiator out so we have more room to access the water pump and the water pump pulley. We're going to put a new belt on it as well. This is pretty simple. Looks like we got a hose here, and there's some tabs here. Looks like the radiator just kind of, surely it can't be that easy. It looks like the radiator is just kind of held in place with, those don't look like 10s. Those look like maybe 8s. Surely not. Maybe it is. Maybe it's literally just popping these off, disconnecting this. There's a couple tabs that look like it holds the shroud on. There's a tab right here, a wire right here we got to get off. And let's see, what do we got over here? Nothing, just the lower hose on this side. This looks too easy, guys. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. We've got oil coolers over here. We've got probably transmission cooler is one of them. The second one down there, can you even see it? I don't know how well you can see it, but right here, we have like either an oil cooler or a power steering cooler or a transmission cooler. Then below it is another one. I don't know which one it is. Let's get started. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that that was not a headache. It definitely was. The hardest part thus far was getting the damn fan clutch off. I've got a master fan clutch removal tool, and it didn't work. All the different adapters that were in there, none of them worked. So getting this fan clutch off required me to resort to measures that I'm not proud of. I had to take vice grips. I stuck them to the side of the water pump pulley, locked them. And as soon as I had them locked in place and up against the head where they couldn't move, I took a hammer, banged it one good time, came right off, man. Hopefully we don't have to put it back together in that manner. I really don't want to do that. Now, we've gotten the radiator out, and to my surprise, this is an easy radiator. There's no cooling lines going to this. No oil cooler, no transmission cooler, no cooling lines going to this other than your hoses. You got your lower hose and your upper hose. That's it. Like, this is super easy. Now, here is our thermostat housing, which we'll be taking that off here in a minute. It's going to be, looks like 1, 2, 3 10s, and it looks like we got to take this upper bracket here off, probably a couple 13s. Now the water pump is an interesting one, guys. It is the type that likes to get stuck in the engine. It doesn't want to come out. I've got all the bolts off, but it does not move. So what do? I'm going to show you. I'm not going to lie. I cheated, guys. I tried, but I cheated. I had to look it up. And hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. I've been fighting this water pump, and I can't figure it out. So how do you get this water pump off? Well, online on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. It said to use 2 of the bolts from the water pump pulley and drive them in to these holes, a little bit at a time on each side, and it should start pushing the pump out of its little happy home. What do you think? I'd say that's as far as that one goes, and that's as far as that one goes. Okay, so we've got them as far in as they'll go. Will it? How about that? How about that? It worked. Well, it did work. Oh, crap, and now it's... There we go. There we go. Yeah. Not to worry, guys. There's no antifreeze in here. It's all water. It's been all water for a long time. So here is the impeller. It looks to be in pretty good shape. The seal looks to be in pretty good shape. In fact, the pump in general looks to be in very good condition. I'll have to remember to take those bolts out because we will need them later. But here we go. Here is the old radiator, the old water pump, the old pulley. And I guess next, let's take this, this looks like a lift point bracket here. We'll get this bracket undone, and we should be able to pull the thermostat housing off as well, get all this cleaned up, and at that point, it's time to put some new parts back in and find out if we blew up this engine or not. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. Here's all the old pieces that I took out. Go ahead and show them to you. We got the old radiator, of course, which really was not that difficult, although it likes to go in a certain way. It's going to take some finagling to get it out and some finagling to get it in. The water pump was pretty straightforward with driving those 2 bolts in and popping it out. The thermostat gasket was a nightmare. It was shot. The thermostat itself, who knows, man? Who knows? It doesn't matter. We're just going to say to hell with it. This is actually metal. Listen to that. So if the one that I got from FCP Euro is plastic, we'll be reusing that one. Yeah, this is plastic. We're not going to use this, so scratch that. I'll go with metal over plastic any day of the week, so somebody already upgraded that, I believe. We got the thermostat housing cleaned up. We've got the new gasket installed right here. We've got the new water pump installed now. We've got the new thermostat and O-ring installed. About to simply take this, bolt it back up, and it's time to start putting this bad boy back together again, guys. It's time. I'm excited. Jessica's running to AutoZone to go grab me some hose clamps, and we should be buttoning this thing up fairly quickly. This wasn't that bad, guys. This was not that bad at all. I've done water pumps on Ecotech GMs that were 100 times harder than this. This is easy, simple. Let's get it knocked out and see if we have a burned up motor or not. And that's a wrap, guys. She's back together. We're in the green right here. It's been sitting there for a while, and it looks like everything's good. You can see the hoses are all collapsed. They're nice and flat. So I think she's ready. We're gonna fill this cooler up with several gallons of my BMW coolant, and then we are going to open the valve and let it bleed it in. All right, guys, it is time to open the valve and do it to it. There she goes. Good old Igloo cooler, man. This is the one we used on the Porsche 911 too. Look at that gauge. She's sucking it up. Keep our eyes on the coolant level. I got 3 gallons in here. Hopefully that'll be plenty. If it starts running low, then no problem. We'll just add a little bit more. I'm nervous, guys. We're about to find out if this thing's engine is baked or not. Sucking it up. All right, I'm gonna let this finish doing its thing, and we'll see what the verdict is. Moment of truth. She's full. Nice and full. I feel coolant in the upper hose. Got to do our ghetto door open here and open it from the inside. There we go. All right. Moment of truth. Is she baked or not? I'm gonna turn the heat on max. She sounds good. We'll turn the heater all the way up on both sides. Make sure we get heat going through here, coolant going through the heater core. All right, heater's on max. We'll turn it on vent, and I'll turn the AC off. We'll turn it on recirculate there. All right, we'll let her turn it on heat. We'll just let her sit here and warm up for a little bit, guys, and we'll come back and see how she's doing. I'm gonna roll this window down here so I don't have to keep playing musical doors here. It says the trunk is open. Yeah, sure is. All right, how about that? Thank you, BMW. You're a good car. Good car. Let's see what's going on under the hood real quick. Whoa, I see smoke. Oh, that's a smoke. Where's all that coming from? The exhaust manifold? Yeah, it looks like we got some oil that's leaked on the exhaust manifold. All right, we can deal with that. Just making sure it's not something more serious. Whew. It's that time, guys. It's a moment of truth right now. Boy, that oil is really this thing needs a valve cover gasket in a major way, huh? Yeah, it does. Well, cross your fingers, guys. Say a little prayer, and we'll come back here in a few minutes. See how she's doing. Well, it's about that time, guys. She's running like a top. Full pressure on the cooling system. It's been running for about 30 minutes now. Cooling system is good and pressurized, real good and pressurized. I don't see any leaks. There's a lot of smoke from the valve cover gasket, but aside from that, not too bad. Definitely gonna take it on a ride. As you can see, temperature gauge is holding steady right where it should be, halfway. It's not running any different. It's not running rough. It's not acting strange or bizarre. It's doing just fine. The heat is extremely hot. I'll say that for this car. It's got a hell of a heater in it. I think we can probably go ahead and turn that off now. I don't think the heater is necessary anymore. In fact, let me turn this all the way down, because it is like baking in here, guys. We'll turn all these down to 60, and we'll turn it off completely. What do you think? Time for a drive? I think it's time to take it for a drive. Let me move the truck out of the way, and we'll find out if this thing is we'll find out if it's deserving of the new tires I bought for it, and the new center caps that I ordered from Germany for it. And ultimately, this will help determine what we do with the rest of the car. You know, I mean, obviously if it's blown up, send it down the road. But if she's good to go, I mean, at this point, you know, obviously we need the valve cover gasket. We need to put some new tires on it, and we got to get the door handle replaced, the windshield replaced, get the regulators put in these back windows, get her down for a paint job, maybe. I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still thinking about that beautiful, like, BMW silver metallic paint job. We'll see, guys. We'll see. For now, let's take her on a little test drive. Boy, that valve cover gasket, man, that is so bad. Like, that is real bad. Wow. Man. It'd be my luck the damn thing catches on fire, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's gonna have to get changed without a doubt. Let's take her on a drive, guys. Let's see what she does. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just got an ABS light, and I believe that's the traction control light down there, right there in the middle. We're gonna come out onto the main street here, good there's no traffic, man. Beautiful Sunday. Here we go. Let's do it to it. She's smooth. Oh yeah, the speedometer doesn't work. I forgot about that. Yeah. So we have no idea how fast we're going, but I can tell you this. I mean, we're on the, what does this feel? This feels like to me like 45, 50, yeah, 45, 50. It feels pretty good, actually. This is nice. This is real nice. I'm gonna try to take it, I'm gonna take it about 4 miles. There's kind of a circle, well, not really a circle, but a square. You know, I go about half a mile north, then a mile to the east, a mile south, then a mile west, then a mile, about half a mile north. It takes me right back to where I started from. So we're looking at about 4 miles total. You guys remember this car when we first got it. It was bad. We baked it. Like we baked this car to the point the engine was rattling. It shut itself off. Like, this car was not happy. But right now, although the anti-lock brake system isn't happy, which is probably why the speedometer isn't working, it's not doing too bad. There's a slight vibration in the front. I can feel it in the steering wheel. It could be suspension related. It could be just it could be bad tires. This thing's been sitting for a long time, so most likely it's got flat spots on the tires. But that temperature gauge, that's what I'm watching. I'm more interested in the temperature gauge than anything else. And she's staying nice and happy right in the middle. It's running good. It really is. It's running really, really well. This is good news. Really good news, because I really wanted to see this car through. And it was all dependent upon whether I blew up the engine. And trust me, guys, I wouldn't have blamed the car one bit. I still wouldn't. The engine could blow up right now, and I wouldn't be mad at the car at all. It's not the car's fault that it overheated and that I did not shut it down. I drove it 15 miles boiling over with very little coolant in it, or water. It's kind of a small miracle that this thing is running so perfectly and it's not overheating at all. Like, this is truly, these E39s are notorious for popping head gaskets. You can't even get these things warm without blowing head gaskets. And yet this thing is this thing's happy as can be. All right, guys, let's get her down the road, get it the rest of the way, see how she does. Full send, baby, full send. Well, guys, I don't know what else to say. We made it home. The temperature is still good. I hammered on it a few good times just to make sure. Like I said, the vibration is a little rough, and I assume we were going between 50 and 60 from time to time. Oh. It blew out. Are you kidding me? It blew the, no, it's just leaking. It's leaking. Okay. The one thing I didn't replace. Yep, the one thing I didn't replace. Oh boy, oh boy. It's always something, guys. It's always something. Well, so it looks like I'm going to need a new coolant bottle, because it is probably, most likely, because of how hot. I don't know why I didn't even think of this, but this thing, you guys saw how hot this car got. Most likely I overheated it so badly that this has partially melted and caused it to not seal properly anymore. I don't see any other leaks, so everything looks good. This is not a major deal. It's something I'm definitely going to have to get on FCPUR's website and order. I'll get that coolant bottle. It's not that big of a deal. You can literally clamp off the hose down there and put a drain bucket under it, pull that hose off. This is not hard to replace at all. So I'll go in there, I'll order another one of those, and that should take care of that. I'll probably go ahead and order a valve cover gasket as well. The car runs and dries absolutely great. I think with a set of tires, maybe an alignment, I think it'll drive a whole lot better. Comment below, man, what do you guys think? This was dirt cheap, the IAA e39 BMW 528i. I think I'm ready to proceed with it. If any of you know where a door handle is, feel free to comment below. I definitely need to get an exterior door handle. There's a lot to do to this car. There's a lot to do to it, but I think this car wants to live, guys. I really do. I think she wants to live, and I think it's our obligation at this point to give her a second life, so long as the motor or transmission does not give out on me. I think we can make this happen. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Please do me a favor, comment down below. If you enjoyed this content, give the video a big thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Let YouTube know you enjoyed it. It's, you know, am I upset that we're going to have to replace the coolant bottle? Nah, not really, man. I'm not. I'm actually happy that the car is running and driving. I'm happy that we got a hard code set for the ABS. I can bring my scanner out here and we can, you know, try to fix it up. And the next thing I want to do, one of the next things I want to do is get those headlights clean. Those headlights look awful. I think we clean those up, it'll really, truly change the appearance of the car. So comment below, like the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, where you're going to see updates to these types of things before the video ever comes out, and that is at Auto Auction Rebuilds. I truly appreciate all of you for joining, all of you for watching, and don't forget there's a membership button down below. I totally forgot about that. The Tier 1 membership, man. You get one live stream dedicated for Tier 1 members every month for $1.99. It just goes a long way to help support the channel, guys, and I appreciate all of you as well that have joined that Tier 1 membership. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I got other things to do, because next on my list is we got a few things to do to the Mercedes, guys. I got the exhaust for it. I got the Airmatic strut for it. I got a new tire for the other side. I got a whole set of tires coming for it. There's a lot more coming, guys. I'm staying busy every day so I can bring you guys videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I know it sucks. I know I do. It's not like it used to be where we had videos coming out every day, but things have changed drastically. Videos are taking me longer to produce. Used to, I could make a video in a day, you know, and be good to go. It ain't like that right now. Right now, it's taken me days to put together one video for you guys. I am lucky to be able to have 4 videos coming out a week. So until further notice, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday is my current schedule for releasing videos, for those of you that were wondering. Now with that, I am going to get out of here, guys. Stay safe out there, buddy, and I will catch you all very soon in the next one.